that we have to really understand is the historical moment that we are actually in, and how that historical moment relates to certain civilizational trends, certain experiences that we've had over the last 500 years, and especially the experiences that we've undergone in the last 3 or 4 generations. And I think that's very, very important for us to understand. There's a seminal workout by a sister by the name of Michelle Alexander, in which she lays out an analysis that we had arrived at in prison before the Attica Rebellion. You know, in prison at that time, we had collectives, brothers and different joints, and we tried to organize within the context of that prison system and educate ourselves and provide training for younger brothers coming out of the penitentiary, training in the art of revolutionary struggle and resistance. And one of the things that we began to do was analyze the prison industrial system, the prison system, and how it evolved, in the post-industrial age in America, and how the post-industrial age in America coincided with the U.S. rise to empire in the latter part of the 19th and early part of the 20th century. And this is very, very important to understand, because many of us are here where we are at now because of a process of urbanization, of movement after institutional slavery and the post-slave system. And as the brother was pointing out, there's a whole lot of work, bodies of work, talking about the various ramifications that has had on us as a people, psychologically, socially, culturally. And I think it's very important to understand that right now, in this historical moment, we are in the period where U.S. influence and empire is in decline, and it's under pressure. And it's under pressure to the extent that it has created a certain type of paradigm, a geopolitical paradigm in the world, in which it can't escape. And in its attempt to escape, it has concocted and evolved all manners of propaganda, information, subcultural co-optation, and of course the major one is the President of the United States that you have now, who is a personification of this crumbling of empire and its attempt to regain its power. This is very important to understand, because any moment now, lights might go off in the hood and never come back on. It might be lost. Because we haven't created any institutions, any type of infrastructures in order to survive the crumbling of empire in America. And I think that's the primary focus that we should be involved in. I mean, it's one thing to understand how we've been psychologically damaged, how we internalize white supremacy and racism, how we become self-destructive, how we have evolved a system of creativity that far surpasses most oppressed people on this planet, how we have survived an inordinate amount of oppression, exploitation, and deprivation. All of that's good, but right now we haven't got one institution in the African community that can guarantee and vouchsafe our survival as people in this society. We don't control the electricity, we don't control the water, we don't control the essentials of our own survival. Yet we live in an urban situation, and we need to understand how we got in this urban situation, what we need to do to take advantage of this particular terrain in order to survive. And I think that's the most important thing that we should try to arrive at right now from our historical experience.